Hello, my name is Pierre Maddaleni, and I'm going to be your tutor for the Python Basics course here on CartoonSmart.com and later on Udemy.com. So, basically, in this video, I'm just going to be telling you and showing you how to download and install Python and the necessary tools that we're going to need for our course. So, the first thing that we are going to need is we're going to need to go over to this screen, the downloads page on Python, so you can go, the link will be in the description. This will be the regular page, but what you're going to want to do is looking for Python with a different OS, Python for Windows, Linux/Unix, and Mac OS X. So for Windows, you want to click here, and for Mac OS X, you want to click here. And you want to make sure that you get the x86-64 version, or the 64-bit installer for Mac OS, which some of the libraries that we're going to be using only work for 64-bit, and they'll only work for this version. So for Windows, you can download either one of these. So I'm just going to download this one, and it's going to download automatically, and I can open it. And for Mac OS, whatever the most recent stable release is, you're going to click this link right here, and that'll download for you as well. So now that we have Python downloaded, we can run it and start the setup. So before you do anything, you want to make sure you have add Python 3.8 to path, or whatever version of Python is most recent. I'll do my best to keep that updated. And this will allow you to open your terminal, your command prompt, and access Python straight from there and not have to take any extra steps. Then you're going to hit install now, just asking me to be able to install. And that's going to take a little while, so I'm just going to pull this off screen. And while that's installing, we're going to install something called PyCharm. I'll also have this download in the description, and we're gonna want to make sure to get the community version as it's free. If you want to pay for it, you can get the professional version as it comes with a few more features, I believe. But you're gonna just want to come here and hit download if you're on Windows, and on Mac, you make sure you're in the Mac tab. So I'm gonna hit download. You're just gonna come to this website. You don't have to enter anything, and it's just gonna download right here. So once that finishes downloading, we can open it up, and in the meantime, my Python has installed. So you can close that and install PyCharm. So it's just your basic installation process. Just hit next, choose where you want to install it. I'm just going to put it in my regular files. And then this is what we're going to be doing. So we're going to want to make sure that we click 64-bit launcher. We're going to make sure to add open project folder as project, and that's all we're going to do as far as this goes. We do not want these two to be checked, as those aren't going to be of any use for us, and this one especially will like mess up our workflow when we're trying to work on things. Hit next and install. So that's going to take a little bit of time to go, and I'm going to speed up this footage, and I'll be back with you when it completes. Alright, now that we're done, we're going to open up the editor. So I'm just going to click this checkbox and hit finish, and that's going to go ahead and open up for us. So it's first going to say if you want to import any versions. So if you have any previous versions of it installed, you can do that. I don't have any, so it's just going to give me an error. So I'm going to hit OK, and it's going to come here. So first things first, I'm just going to go to the settings really quickly and have my theme set to Darkula, as that's a dark theme, and it's easier on the eyes, and if you have an OLED screen like on your laptop or whatever, it'll be a lot more power efficient and save you some power. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new project, and we're going to choose where we're going to save this. So I'm going to get a folder going here. And you can really do wherever you want to go. So I'm going to go under Cartoon Smart Python Basics Getting Started with Python, and that's going to be where I'm going to go and hit create. And it's going to open up, and I'm going to deselect show tips on startup as I don't need them, but you can keep that checked if you want to. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click this arrow right here, close that, and we can right click, hit new, and then click Python file. And for this, I'm just going to type in main and hit the enter or the return key on my keyboard. And that's going to make us a Python file. And then wherever you're going to open up this examples.txt file, and this is just a little example we can copy in, but I'm going to show you what to type out. This is a small test just to make sure that your Python installation is working properly, and it's really quick, and that's all. So we're going to type in print, P-R-I-N-T, and then we're going to hit the open parentheses, and it'll also add the close parentheses automatically. And then we're going to want to add quotation marks, so that'll also add in 2 pairs of them. And we're going to type in hello world, and this is just for pretty much any programming language. This is the standard as far as it goes with making sure your installation is working and making sure you're getting you're getting like the very basic, the most basic piece of it. So now it's asking us, it's saying no Python interpreter configured for the project, and we're going to want to hit configure Python interpreter. So we're going to hit the down button, and we're going to just want to hit Python 3.8, and it's already selected pretty much. Okay. Okay, that's there. So now we're going to hit run, and then this button, Alt Shift F10 if you want to use your keyboard, but hit run here. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. We're just going to hit run up here, and we're going to want to hit run with Alt Shift 10, and then we're going to want to hit main. So what that'll do is that'll run the code, and what we want to see is whatever we have typed in these quotation marks. So I can say Piero Bandolini is very cool. You should take his Python course. And now that we've configured which file we want to run, we can just hit this run button down here, or run just this regular run button, because the first time in your projects you have to just specify which file it actually has to run for the process. So we can just hit this play button, and it says Piero Bandolini is very cool, you should take his Python course. So that wraps it all up for this first episode of Python Basics, and throughout these episodes I will be discussing the basic methods, variables, and different ways that you can implement Python to create some text-based applications. And after you have completed this course, I will also have a course released, Advanced Python, which will go more in depth in creating things outside of your basic terminal, things with what's called a GUI, a graphical user interface. That would be something like a menu like this. Really, pretty much anything like games and things like that. So I hope you enjoy this course, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.